For Republic vs. Jennifer B. Cagandahan. GR number 166676. September 12, 2008. Facts. On December 11, 2003, respondent Jennifer Cagandahan filed a petition for correction of entries in birth certificate before the RDC, Branch 33 of Siniloan, Laguna. In her petition, she alleged that she was born on January 13, 1981 and was registered as a female in the certificate of live birth, but while growing up, she developed secondary male characteristics and was diagnosed to have congenital adrenal hyperplasia, CAH, which is a condition where persons thus afflicted possess both male and female characteristics. She further alleged that she was diagnosed to have clitoral hypertrophy in her early years and at age 6, underwent an ultrasound where it was discovered that she has small ovaries. At age 13, tests revealed that her ovarian structures had minimized, she has stopped growing and she has no breast or menstrual development. She then alleged that for all interests and appearances as well as in mind and emotion, she has become a male person. Thus, she prayed that her birth certificate be corrected such that her gender be changed from female to male and her first name be changed from Jennifer to Jeff. To prove her claim, respondent testified and presented the testimony of Dr. Michael Sionzon of the Department of Psychiatry, University of the Philippines Philippine General Hospital. He explained that genetically respondent is female, but because her body secretes male hormones, her female organs did not develop normally and she has two sex organs, female and male. He testified that this condition is very rare, that respondent's uterus is not fully developed because of lack of female hormones, and that she has no monthly period. He further testified that respondent's condition is permanent and recommended the change of gender because respondent has made up her mind, adjusted to her chosen role as male, and the gender change would be advantageous to her. Civil Register of Paquil, Laguna is hereby ordered to make the following corrections in the birth certificate of Jennifer Cagandahan upon payment of the prescribed fees. A. By changing the name from Jennifer Cagandahan to Jeff Cagandahan, and B. By changing the gender from female to male. It is likewise ordered that petitioner's school records, voter's registry, baptismal certificate, and other pertinent records are hereby amended to conform with the foregoing corrected data. This petition by the Office of the Solicitor General, O.S.G., seeking a reversal of the above-mentioned ruling. The requirements of Rules 103 and 108 of the Rules of Court have not been complied with. Correction of entry under Rule 108 does not allow change of sex or gender in the birth certificate, while respondent's medical condition, i.e., congenital adrenal hyperplasia, does not make her a male. Respondent counters that although the local civil registrar of Paquil, Laguna was not formally named a party in the petition for correction of birth certificate, nonetheless the local civil registrar was furnished a copy of the petition, the order to publish on December 16, 2003, and all pleadings, orders, or processes in the course of the proceedings. Respondent is actually a male person and hence his birth certificate has to be corrected to reflect his true sex gender. Change of sex or gender is allowed under Rule 108. And respondent substantially complied with the requirements of Rules 103 and 108 of the Rules of Court. Section 3, Rule 108 provides that the civil registrar and all persons who have or claim any interest which would be affected thereby shall be made parties to the proceedings. Likewise, the local civil registrar is required to be made a party in a proceeding for the correction of name in the civil registry. He is an indispensable party without whom no final determination of the case can be had. Unless all possible indispensable parties were duly notified of the proceedings, the same shall be considered as falling much too short of the requirements of the rules. Issues. Simply stated, the issue is whether the trial court erred in ordering the correction of entries in the birth certificate of respondent to change her sex or gender, from female to male, on the ground of her medical condition known as CAH, and her name from Jennifer to Jeff, under Rules 103 and 108 of the Rules of Court. Ruling. The determination of a person's sex appearing in his birth certificate is a legal issue and the court must look to the statutes. In this connection, Article 412 of the Civil Code provides. Art. 412 No entry in a civil register shall be changed or corrected without a judicial order. Respondent here has simply let nature take its course and has not taken unnatural steps to arrest or interfere with what he was born with. And accordingly, he has already ordered his life to that of a male. Respondent could have undergone treatment and taken steps, like taking lifelong medication, to force his body into the categorical mold of a female, but he did not. He chose not to do so. In so ruling, we do no more than give respect to 1. The diversity of nature, and 2. How an individual deals with what nature has handed out. In other words, we respect respondent's congenital condition and his mature decision to be a male. Life is already difficult for the ordinary person. We cannot but respect how respondent deals with his unordinary state and thus help make his life easier, considering the unique circumstances in this case. As for respondent's change of name under Rule 103, this court has held that a change of name is not a matter of right but of judicial discretion, to be exercised in the light of the reasons adduced and the consequences that will follow. Considering the consequence that respondent's change of name merely recognizes his preferred gender, we find merit in respondent's change of name. Such a change will conform with the change of the entry in his birth certificate from female to male. Republic's petition is denied. The decision dated January 12, 2005 of the Regional Trial Court, Branch 33 of Siniloan, Laguna, is affirmed.